everyone, we just arrived at Oxford University. We are so excited to get interviewing to some students. First, we're going to show you guys a quick heritage trail down here. It is a beautiful sight to see. We just pulled in via a train from, I believe, I don't remember the station, but it was a nice, relaxing 40-minute train ride. And there is a whole community, as you guys can see here. There's so much to see. This is not just one simple college. I've heard that there's many colleges here, and there's a whole city inside, like around the college as well. So I'm so excited to take you guys all around to all the nice tourist spots here. And yeah, let's get started. We've been walking around the campus now for about 10 minutes and there's a lot to take in. First, the architectural component of this building is incredible. It's so medieval, it's so well done. There are so many aspects to it that I would have never imagined. There are statues everywhere, gates. It is a beautiful sight to see, and there's just so much to see around every corner. There's also lots of bookstores where you can catch up on your reading. Right now we are trying to look for students that we can interview for you all, but it's going to be a little tricky since today is Easter Monday, so lots of students do have the day off. But we are on our way now to the Radcliffe Camera, which is where they consider it to be their library. So we should find many of students there. Thanks, guys. So here we are now in front of the Radcliffe Camera. It is a beautiful sight to see. This is one of the most student-owned buildings in the entire college campus, so here we're sure to find some. Now, our goal here isn't to act as tourist guides for you all, but mostly to get like the real college experience and what it's really like walking around here on campus. Hi, it's Daniela, and I'm here with our very first guest. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Alina. I'm at Oxford, and I'm a Master's of Science in Migration Studies.
Perfect, thank you so much. So I just have 3 quick questions for you. So, first of all, what surprised you the most of finally getting admitted into Oxford? Like, what surprised you the most about the environment or the school itself?
I would say what surprised me the most about the school itself is how open and welcoming all the faculty are. I thought I'd have to do a lot of work by myself and, do a lot of self-study to play catch-up, but everyone was so supportive. I have supervisors, mentors, faculty that I can talk to and reach out to at any given time, and teacher assistants, and it's been a really great welcoming environment here. You're not alone academically, socially, and it's a great feeling.
That's incredible. I know that many international students that would want to come here would be a little intimidated by the fact that they might be alone. That is incredible that you have such a supportive environment. Thank you so much. Okay, my second question for you is, what mindset do you think has helped you succeed the most here at Oxford so far?
I would say taking initiative helps you succeed at Oxford because you need to do above and beyond if you want to get the most out of your experience. So I would say, obviously, academically, keeping on top of your deadlines, but also socially, go to club fairs, career fairs, find out things you're interested in, and do the events and the activities and the studies that give you joy. Pick your electives early. And if you are on top of things and, approach it with the passion that you have for what you want to study, you'll get the most for it.
That is wonderful. Yes, I completely agree with going above and beyond, especially in a school renowned like this. Thank you so much. Okay, my very last question for you is, do you have any piece of advice for a high school student watching right now, maybe in the US, maybe not, that would like to study here?
I would say to study at Oxford, think early about what your dreams are, what you'd like to succeed, get out of this degree. For me, for instance, I'm working on my dissertation right now, and it's something that was related to my high school and university activism about peace in the Middle East and so forth. So tap into your passion when you write your letters, your personal statements, your essays, trying to get in. Show who you really are, what you've been working on to this day, and then Oxford will hopefully see that, and one day you'll be here as well, working on your dreams, making them come true.
That is a wonderful application device. Thank you so much. I might even use that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. It was wonderful having you.
No problem.
Thank you. And here we've just reached the inside of the dorms. Now we would go inside to show you all, but it looks like we have arrived outside of visiting hours, but it is a beautiful sight to see. Look at that. We're here with another guest, so do you mind introducing yourself and your major?
Hi, I'm Chris Lovegrove and I do music at St. John's.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so number one question is, what do you think is a mindset that has helped you succeed here so far?
I think it's just knowing that even if you get stuff wrong, it's going to be fine. Like, as long as you get the work done and you try your best, it's all going to be okay.
All right, thank you. What is one piece of advice that you would give to a high school student that wants to come study here?
I think just immerse yourself in whatever subject you want to do. Read about it, interact with people who are doing similar things. Make sure you're just doing as much as you possibly can to immerse yourself in what you want to do.
All right, thank you. And my last question for you is, what surprised you the most of when you actually got admitted here at Oxford?
I guess just the fact I got in. It was quite surprising, and the buildings are just beautiful. Like, I wasn't expecting how pretty it would be and how nice the people here are.
The architecture, yeah, you think the environment here is friendly?
Definitely. Everybody's lovely.
All right, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was great having you. Hello, we have two guests this time, so do you two mind introducing yourselves and telling me what you major in?
Hi, I'm Adam. I'm doing music at Merton, and this is Sam, doing history at Hartford.
Thank you guys so much. Wonderful. Okay, so for both of you, what surprised you the most once you got admitted here into Oxford?
Yeah, okay, I think what surprised me the most was the nightlife. It's honestly, people think Oxford students boring in libraries all the time, and yes, there is that. But the pubs are great.
We've got so many pubs.
So many pubs. Every single street has a pub. Honestly, it's great.
That is, wow, I would have never guessed that.
Really? Wow.
No, it's great.
Well, I suppose in America, because your drinking age is so high, you don't get that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 18, isn't it?
It's 18, but 16's permissible, yeah. Yeah, 21 in the US, yeah.
21 or you're
sorry, what
behind
state are you
bars.
from?
Oh, I'm from Florida.
Oh, Florida,
I've come
lovely.
from
I've got family there.
I've been
Yeah, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
What part?
Sorry?
What part?
Down south. So we flew into Miami and spent some time in Miami, and then we went down to the Keys. So spent a week in the Keys.
Oh, that's wonderful. The Keys are beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm
there.
glad you got to spend some time there.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Okay. Well, my second question for you guys is, if you guys could give one piece of advice to a high school student that wants to come maybe here, what would you guys say?
Is this from America or from the UK?
From America, let's say.
Extracurriculars matter more than you think. Like everyone that comes to Oxford, it has fantastic grades. But if you can stand out, you've done extracurriculars in your subject. So I don't know. I went to a bunch of conferences in London about various one of my favourite was on the Napoleonic Wars, and being able to put that sort of thing on your UCAS application, I think it just sets you apart.
All right.
No, I agree with Sam. I think It's also super curriculars to make sure it's to do with your course, because they're looking for people who can study outside of school, who can really make it about themselves, not about their school, not about their parents' wealth. It's about how much initiative they have. And so going to a conference on Napoleon shows that you're doing a lot there.
It shows you care.
Shows you care, exactly.
Yes, definitely. That's a lot of advice that
Yeah.
people in the US receive as well. That's showing initiative because
Initiative, yeah, that's the word.
AP classes, I'm not sure if they're around here, but
Well, they're like A-levels. They're a similar level of difficulty.
oh, okay. Well, those are like people usually think that those are enough.
They're
but
not enough. Not at all.
No, it's just you have to show initiative what you do
It's
outside
initiative.
of school.
That's
Yes.
exactly that's the word we need to focus on. It's initiative.
Wow, thank you guys so much. Okay,
Is that it? Oh no, do you have
final
another
question.
Oh, nice.
Just one more.
Well, no.
Thank you. So, what mindset do you guys think has helped you succeed here in Oxford so far? Because I imagine you guys have found much success here so
I
far.
think the mindset that you need to succeed in Oxford is a crushing inferiority complex. No, I'm being serious. So I look at Sam here, and he's writing, 4 essays a week. He's studying in the library until 11 p.m. every night. And I look at him, and I realise that I need to do more. I need to be like him. I'm inferior, therefore I need to push myself. And it's that drive that helps you succeed.
I think the other thing that you've got to do, you've got to remember, is success isn't all about what you graduate with.
Yeah.
You've got to enjoy it. I mean, especially if you're an international student, you might well go home after this. And I know if you're coming from the States, then this is a 3-4 years chance to live, well, in Oxford here, but live in the UK as a local. I mean, you live here, you go to school here, you may get a job here. It's a 4-year chance that you might not get for the rest of your life to be immersed in another country, and you've just got to enjoy it. You've got to make the most of every weekend, all your lectures. It's
Carpe
special.
diem, carpe diem. That's
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
All right, is that it?
Yes, thank you. I completely agree with you. It has to be a balance,
gotta
especially
enjoy it.
because
It's all about
going to
balance.
be a new environment here, and there's a lot that's different here, so you have to enjoy it as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you both so much.
you
You
so
both are
much.
so kind.
All right.
Thank you guys. Okay,
Have a good
so,
day.
hold on. Hi everyone, so we just came out of the dorm rooms and we got to talk to 2 very nice, lovely ladies who discussed a little more about the college life and what term we are in now. So apparently, versus US colleges, the way they do terms here is very different. First of all, they have 3 8-week terms, and they're third-year students, which are the most that we're seeing right now, because the first and the second-year students, they're essentially not here because they still are happy first and second year students. They don't have many finals or tests to worry about. So the reason that we haven't been able to get as many are just due to the fact that many third year students are studying for their finals and they're really just running on caffeine. So they were telling us about how first they have 3 weeks of strong, intense classes, and then they have a 5-week break to catch up, to study, to really just get their act together before the summer finals. And so that was a very interesting part that I thought was super different from the US, because the US is kind of like regular school. You stay there until from August to May and June, and you have midterms and then you have finals. So that was a very interesting difference. They are currently in, like I mentioned, the 3rd term, and so their 3rd year students are wrapping things up here. Hi everyone, I've just gotten back from Oxford and I want to share a little bit more about my experience. So first, Oxford was not what I was expecting at all. It was so much more. I think in terms of all the interviews I did, I got about 10 rejections all in all. And yeah, I will admit that did hurt. But I realized that every no just made me stronger. Every time it got easier and easier to ask, hey, can I get a quick interview with you? Hey, can I get a quick interview with you? And for me, that changed the way I viewed the whole experience. I learned also that not everyone likes to be on camera. A lot of students are currently under a lot of pressure and stress because they're in finals week. And even then, there were still some students that agreed to take 2 minutes of their day for us, which is something that we really appreciated. They stayed, they shared their story, and they showed me what it's actually like to be there. I also learned things that you don't see online. It isn't really just a university, it's more of a whole city within the university. There's a system of colleges and 3 intense 8-week terms, like I mentioned. They're currently in their last 8-week term, so they have to cram study for finals. And there was so much pressure, you could practically feel it. There were kids racing back and forth in between colleges to their dorms, and you could see it on everyone's face. One word kept coming up, though, in all the interviews, and that was initiative. I don't think it's enough to just be good in school in terms of trying to get into these universities. You have to go beyond, look for opportunities, ask for help, try anything, even if people say no. And that's exactly what I did there. So, we took a train from London from Paddington and visited the entire city. Every corner kind of felt like a movie, quite literally. Because, yep, Harry Potter was also filmed there. In the station that we went to, there was actually a section where you could take a picture in front of a little cart that seemed like it was going into station 9 3/4. I think we waited about an hour for that, so that was pretty funny. Architecture was completely unreal. It was just pure history. I also heard something interesting for computer science, and it's that Oxford might be slightly more accessible than Cambridge. Not exactly easier, but you have a stronger way of getting into Oxford than Cambridge, if you were looking in for a degree in computer science. Anyways, before I close, I just want to say that I'm so grateful for my parents for giving me this opportunity to go all the way to London to visit these 2 brilliant colleges. And I want to thank you for supporting me and believing in me throughout my entire journey. This is just the beginning, and I'm so excited to take you guys with me on this journey. And at the end of the day, this is what I'm taking with me. You don't need everything to be perfect. You don't need everything to be figured out on your first try. And you don't need everyone to say yes all the time. Getting a no, the way I like to see it is you already have the answer no before you even ask. The worst that can happen is that you keep that no. But who knows, you might actually get a yes. And each rejection truly trains you, I believe. So, thank you guys so much. Remember to unmute your mind and lift up the world. See you guys in the next episode. Bye!
When life gets rough and the road feels tough, remember the strength that you carry